if you're after the added security and traction of four-wheel drive, but don't want a large off-roader, then the Volvo XC70 is an ideal compromise. It is essentially the V70 estate, but with extra ground clearance, added body protection such as larger bumpers, and on the majority of models an all-wheel drive system. This makes it ideal if you live in a rural area or regularly have to tow trailers or caravans. It's also very capable in snow and ice. Like the V70, it's well built with a spacious and classy interior, while the load area is usefully large. There's a good choice of strong engines including the D5 diesel, while a front-wheel drive low-emission version badged drive was introduced in mid-2009. Impressive quality. Volvo is well regarded for the build quality and strength of materials it uses in its car, and the XC70 is no exception. If anything, there's an even higher standard in the XC70 than in some other models thanks to the impression given by the superb layout of the dash, wonderfully comfortable seats, and the slightly raised driving position that gives a commanding view ahead. Every button, switch and dial in the XC70 works with a measured precision, enhancing the feeling of quality and solidity, and even simple details such as the way the front seats slide fore and aft have a weight and sensation that leaves you quietly pleased every time you use the car. Little steering feel. The V70 the XC70 is based on is not the most dynamic Volvo to drive, so adding a slightly raised ride height is not going to improve the handling any. It's not that Volvo's XC70 handles poorly. It just doesn't engage the driver in the way a BMW X3 or Audi Q5 does. Much of this is down to the steering of the XC70, which is quite light and ideal for parking and town driving, but it misses much of the feel of the BMWs when you pick up the pace or point the car down a country road. The compensation comes in the XC70's cost-cutting ride quality that makes light work of most British roads to leave the car's occupants relaxed. For more, read the full Volvo XC70 review that follows. The XC70 was originally available with a 3.2-liter six-cylinder petrol. The 238 bhp petrol sounded impressive on startup and was no slouch either, accelerating from 060 miles per hour in just 8.1 seconds. It came with the automatic Gartronic gearbox as standard, but while it was very smooth, it was also very thirsty and averaged just 25 miles per gallon. In 2009 the 3.2-liter engine was replaced by a more powerful turbocharged 3.0-liter T6 which has 285 bhp and can sprint from 060 miles per hour in just 7.1 seconds. That's excellent Volvo XC70 performance. It's still very thirsty though and averages the same 26.7 miles per gallon fuel economy. Diesel engines. Unsurprisingly, the diesels are vastly more popular. The original D5 turbodiesel had 185 bhp, but this was superseded by a 215 bhp version in 2009 that delivers 062 miles per hour in 8.0 seconds coupled to a manual gearbox. There's the option of an auto transmission and all D5 models come with four-wheel drive as standard. The 163 bhp D4 has a 2.0-liter turbodiesel offered in front or four-wheel drive guises with manual or auto boxes. The front-drive manual version offers 062 miles per hour in 10.2 seconds and fine 51.4 miles per gallon average fuel economy. The diesels are a little gruff but they serve up plenty of pulling power and make for relaxed cruising. Recommends if you are not intending to go off-road or tow with the XC70. The front-drive D4 makes most sense for running costs, but the D5 is the better towing machine. One of the key advantages of the XC70 over a traditional 4x4 is its relatively low stance, making it feel far more agile on the road. Overall it's very similar to a conventional estate car on the road, with well-controlled body roll when cornering and a comfortable ride. However, the steering lacks feel, so it's rarely an involving car to drive. It's surprisingly capable off-road though, and compared against similar cars such as the Audi A6 Allroad, can tackle trickier ground. It has greater ground clearance than the A6 Allroad, even when the Autosair suspension is raised to its highest setting, and the XC70 also has more generous approach, departure and ramp angles. The all-wheel drive system usually drives the front wheels, but when sensors detect the front wheels slipping, drive is also sent to the rear wheels. The front-wheel drive model does without the four-wheel drivability of other models, but its high ground clearance is useful on loose, uneven surfaces. The XC70 dashboard has a more subtle, curvier design than before and also adopts other recent Volvo models' floating center stack between the dashboard and center console. This contains audio and ventilation controls, plus when satellite navigation is chosen, the screen pops up from the top of the dashboard with fingertip controls behind the steering wheel and a remote control for operation by passengers. Visibility is good, and the XC70 can also be specified with Volvo's blind spot information system carried over from the previous model, which illuminates a warning light near the left or right door mirror when there is a vehicle in the blind spot. Like the V70 estate, the XC70 is spacious and has almost an inch extra knee room compared with the previous version. Volvo's seats tend to be among the most comfortable found in any car and this model is no exception. However, they do lack side support, so you often feel like you're sitting on them rather than in them. The rear bench splits 402,040, so the center, where the armrest is, isn't really as comfortable as elsewhere. For extra Volvo XC70 comfort, opt for the ventilated front seats along with heated rear seats. Buyers can choose what Volvo calls the Clean Zone interior package, which has been recommended by the Swedish Asthma and Allergy Association. Although the interior materials have been selected to emit minimal levels of harmful substances, when the car is unlocked using the remote, the passenger compartment is automatically ventilated for about a minute. One rather annoying feature is the manual adjustment for the lumbar support is buried deep between the side of the seat and the center armrest, making it very awkward to adjust. Volvo began by offering the XC70 in say Sport and say Luxe trim versions, with the Drive Low Emissions model arriving in early 2009 with the 2.4-liter turbodiesel engine. This lineup was revised in 2011 and simplified to offer only say and say Luxe trims, with the Ocean Race Edition as a separate model. Volvo XC70 equipment. Volvo is well known for its safety and the XC70 comes with 6 airbags, ESP, anti-whiplash headrests and Volvo's City Safety Collision Warning technology. For the say, Volvo includes daytime running lights, front fog lights, rear parking sensors, rain-sensing wipers, 17-inch alloy wheels and electrically adjusted and folding door mirrors. It also has remote central locking, electric windows all-round, climate control, steering wheel controls for the CD stereo with MP3 connection, Bluetooth connection, auto-dimming rear-view mirror, cruise control, 5-inch display screen in the center of the dash and leather upholstery for both all models. The say Luxe then builds on this with power folding rear headrests, voice-activated integrated satellite navigation and 18-inch alloy wheels. The Ocean Race edition of the XC70 only comes with 4-wheel drive and a choice of either turbodiesel engine. It also has unique 18-inch alloy wheels, metallic paint in either silver or blue, Ocean Race emblems on the front bumpers and door sills. There's also leather upholstery with Ocean Race logos stitched in, unique floor mats, dark trim and an Ocean Race handle that fits in the boot. Volvo XC70 accessories. Volvo offers a variety of options packs for the XC70 that starts with the simple winter pack consisting of heated front seats and headlight washers. This pack can be upgraded with bending lights that help the xenon headlights see further round corners. A winter accessory pack comes with snow socks for greater traction in icy conditions, rubber floor mats, rubber boot mat and mud flaps. A driver support pack offers Volvo's clever collision warning with full auto brake to help avoid accidents at speeds of up to 19 miles per hour, pedestrian detection, active cruise control, lane departure warning, high beam and road sign display, and Volvo's blind spot information system. The security pack offers keyless entry and ignition and laminated side windows. Another popular choice is the family pack that provides power child locks for the rear doors and 2 integrated 2-stay booster seats for kids. At the other end of the spectrum, Buyers can opt for the Polestar Performance Packs for the D5 and T6 models that boost power to 230 and 329 bhp respectively, yet still come with full Volvo warranty cover. Volvo has long held a reputation for producing safe cars and spends time and money researching real-life accidents in Sweden. The V70, on which this is based, was awarded the maximum 5 stars for adult occupant protection in official Euro NCAP tests. New features on the 2007 XC70 include optional integrated booster cushions in the rear, which can be set at 2 heights. Other Volvo XC70 safety technology includes head restraints that are able to reduce the risk of whiplash injury in rear impacts, pretensioners on all 5 seatbelts, and the use of ultra-high-strength steel in the door beams. Buyers can also choose adaptive cruise control with collision warning and brake support, alerting the driver when approach speeds towards obstacles ahead could lead to a crash. Laminated glass all-round and Volvo's personal car communicator built into the key fob, which alerts the driver when approaching the car if the alarm has been triggered, and if there is someone still inside the car thanks to a heartbeat sensor. Adaptive cruise control with a collision warning is also optional. The XC70 is as practical as you'd expect a Volvo to be. The maximum boot capacity of 1,600 liters is not quite as large as an Audi A6 Allroad or a Subaru Outback, but the square shape of the body and the near-vertical tailgate make it useful for carrying boxy items. The boot floor is also fitted with aluminum rails and movable anchor points, while the side panels also have anchors and can be supplemented with hooks, nets, dividers to keep luggage secure. A sliding load floor is available as an accessory, which is slotted into the existing rails and can slide out over the rear bumper for more convenient loading. An electric tailgate can also be chosen as an option.